What is up, mortals? It's the Nacho Fox here, and today we need to talk about suing Epic Games. You know, I hear it's the cool thing to do right now, and clearly they are 100% stealing my likeness to create one of their latest characters, and I want a slice of that oh-so-tasty pie. Wait, this isn't based on me? Ah, shit. So it turns out that everyone and their wife are currently attempting to sue Epic Games for their use of pop culture to influence their dances, emotes and skins in their lesser known game, Fortnite Battle Royale. Now this isn't the first time a game has used pop culture to influence in-game content. Oh no! In fact, some of the best games in the world make references to pop culture and memes, including one of my all-time favourites, Borderlands 2. So why is it that all of a sudden everyone is crawling out of the woodwork to take shots at and potentially cash from Epic Games and Fortnite? Well, that's simple, my dear friends. For you see, money! Yes, that's right. Epic recently announced a $3 billion profit in 2018 thanks to Fortnite Battle Royale. And so, is it any wonder that, and excuse the insult here because I actually quite like both Donald Faison and Alfonso Ribeiro, just not how they are handling this current situation. But is it any wonder that somewhat irrelevant celebrities that see an opportunity to make some quick cash come swarming out like piranhas at a fisherman buffet? Or a more relatable metaphor perhaps? Anyone at Tesco when they bring out the reduced items at the end of the evening. Now, as a content creator, I'm a bit torn on copyright. As someone that would love to own a proper business in the future, I do understand the need to protect my work and my livelihood, but then there is also the part of me that questions where the internet would be without the ability to create, make and share memes about anything and everything. And the tighter copyright laws become, the less we get to take a few minutes out of our miserable lives each day to have a laugh on the internet. Now, to be fair to Donald Faison, he hasn't actually attempted to file a lawsuit as yet, but he has come across as a little bit butthurt in a few articles where he's moaned about the lack of money he's received for Fortnite jacking his dance. Although, I guess as his dance is the free dance commonly used by no-skins, I worry it may be difficult for him to attribute a monetary value to it anyway. But to Donald, I would say this. I love you. I love your comedy. Scrubs in particular developed my sense of humour and sarcasm through my teenage years. And as a fan, it was actually brilliant to see your dance in Fortnite when I first started playing the game. It was a cool little nod to yourself and Scrubs, and clearly the developers were fans. They had absolutely no idea that Fortnite Battle Royale would blow up when it was added to the game. And a majority of the younger Fortnite audience have probably never even heard of Scrubs. So having this dance in the game likely exposed it to a wider audience, and overall I think the world could benefit from having a few more Scrubs fans in it. People who are slightly more desperate for some cash and airtime than Donald Faison, however, are Russell Horning, also known as Backpack Kid, Alfonso Ribeiro, also known as Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and rapper 2 Milli, also known as I've got no idea who this person is. According to Polygon, which we all know is a completely respectable and accurate news source, all three of these people are represented by the same law firm, which sounds to me like some lawyer somewhere has thought to himself, I can make some cash here. Which of these dances are linked to irrelevant celebrities which care more about making money than holding onto a shred of self-respect? Well, actually, that's not a fair joke. I'm not sure any of them had any self-respect to begin with. Okay, perhaps I'm being a bit harsh here. I don't want to come across as a Fortnite fanboy, especially as they denied my request to be added to the Supporter Creator program for a second time, as well as pulling developers from Unreal Tournament, which is one of the greatest franchises of all time, and one that defined modern FPS games. However, how can I possibly side with these claimants when the Moth meme creator is now threatening legal action too? I mean, open your eyes and see the light, my friend, and try not to get burnt, because you are a meme creator, and if copyright laws get any stricter, memes like yours would not exist to begin with. And don't get me wrong, I think Epic and Fortnite can be extremely money grabbing at times, like releasing the same skin with different colours and charging full whack for it each time. But my issue lies more with the long-term implications with these claims as a whole, rather than the effect it would have on Epic and Fortnite specifically. I do agree that if someone puts a lot of work and effort into something, they should receive a fair cut for their creative input. However, how this applies to dances, I'm really not so sure. It would be interesting to see how this lawsuit pans out. It's hard to put myself into their shoes because, as it stands, I feel like I would be honoured to be immortalised in a game. However, I am a gamer and I am not worth jack shit. So clearly there is a lot less on the line for me and my brand than someone like Alfonso Ribeiro when they are represented in the media or a game without their consent. And let's be clear here, although he claims to have stolen a dance and put his own spin on it originally, the Carlton dance is iconic because of Alfonso. However, the floss, whilst made into a mainstream meme because of Backpack Kid, was stolen originally from other sources, and honestly, I know nothing about 2 Milli to commentate on his claim. I tried watching one music video and I actually felt my brain dribbling out of my ear, so unfortunately, I'm going to be unable to continue my research into that alley. You know, all this lawsuit nonsense aside, I would love to see Techno Vikings' response to being added to the game. I can't imagine Fortnite is really up his street, but can you imagine this guy live streaming? He would just be sat there staring you down through the camera, not speaking a word, and just winning every game without having to even shoot a bullet. I feel like I'm getting a bit off topic here, but the point of my video is this. Subscribe to me. Tell your friends to subscribe to me. Tell your parents to subscribe to me. And tell your teachers, colleagues and managers to subscribe to me. Because I really want to buy myself some Gucci sandals, and this 50 views per video crap really just isn't cutting it right now. No, I'm joking. Kind of. The point here is that there is currently a very thin line with regards to copyright. Too much movement in either direction and the results could be disastrous. If these people are genuinely so desperate for money that they will be willing to put this line in jeopardy, then I guess the battle is already lost, because it starts with 3 claims over some dances in Fortnite, some of which don't even directly make any money, such as the floss, and it ends with no creative licenses for pop culture in games, videos, songs, TV shows. It ends with things like Article 13 successfully dismantling the internet as we know it, and with it, we would all suffer. To be hypercritical, I feel that Epic themselves need to take some responsibility here. They are the most popular game in the world right now. Well, somehow still second to Minecraft. But anyway, they should appreciate that lawsuits that affect them actually affect not just the gaming industry, but the internet as a whole. Would it kill them to just ask someone if they mind using their likeness in the game? It's not like they don't have the reach at this point to get permission from plenty of famous people who wouldn't ask for anything in return. I mean shit, half of them play the game themselves. And they also need to stop being hypocrites, because as much as these lawsuits would affect us, the general internet population, they are also encouraging that culture themselves by suing people for leaking upcoming skins and updates from their game files. They are issuing DMCA takedowns on videos and websites that host this kind of leaked content, which is just bizarre for a company tiptoeing across the copyright ledge themselves. Especially as, if nothing else, these leaks actually help to promote and build hype for the game and upcoming updates, which Epic and Fortnite seem to be terrible at doing themselves. Honestly, I work in marketing and it's a wonder that anyone found out about this game at all in the first place. Even I get most of my upcoming information about the game from leaked articles and videos due to the poor promotion from Fortnite themselves. It honestly sometimes feels like they have one person employed in their marketing department and they turn up to work 12 hours late every day. Okay, now I really am getting a bit sidetracked, so let's wrap this up. I guess the moral of this story is that people in glass houses really shouldn't throw stones. People should also stop building glass houses so close to quarries, or at the very least, not bring the stones inside to throw around. Epic, just ask for some permissions now and again. Celebrities, stop being cockwombles. And to my wonderful fans, you're not doing too bad. Keep it up. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember to give me a like if you did. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications so that next video I might get a few more than 50 views. Fingers crossed. This is probably my last video for 2018, and I really just want to say a huge thank you to all of my current subscribers. I know I don't have that many currently, but with the few videos that I have released in the last 12 months, I've doubled my subscriber base, and I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me. I love you all, and I hope I can move us on to bigger and better things in 2019. And I will catch you all next time.
Bonjour, I'm from the European Union. Do you love the internet? Isn't it a totes maze? No, look at that doggo. And the kids learning on Wikipedia. What about sharing the memes? You like that, hey? Well, fuck you then, because we're about to replace the internet with a brand new experience. The Filternet. To bring you the Filternet, we've introduced Article 13.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro.